Welcome. My name is Elena Tercero, and I am a CPA in New Mexico. And I own my own accounting business in New Mexico, helping primarily small business owners. So yesterday on my scope, I talked about entertainment expenses, but I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about those entertainment expenses and how they benefit our businesses, because that really is important. So thank you for joining. If you don't mind sharing the scope with your friends, if you're new to Periscope, you can click down on the bottom, the little person, click on it, and it'll say scroll it up and you can share it there. You can share it with your followers, you can share it on Twitter. And then the broadcasts are usually up for 24 hours, but then you can catch the Periscope on catch.me, K-A-T-C-H.me. I am the same there as I am here, Elena Tercero. So you can find all my previous scopes. Talked about entertainment expenses yesterday, so I want to just jump into that. So I talked about entertainment yesterday and what the importance of entertainment is for your business. Primarily what you are doing is you are connecting with your current clients, or you are asking for referrals or making new connections. Entertainment can take place pretty much anywhere. You can be out to eat. You can take somebody out for coffee. You can go to a sporting event, going fishing, to the opera, to the movies, to you name it, whatever you can think of that you consider entertainment, you can use that. So that in a nutshell, that's what entertainment is. Most of the time you are bringing either somebody along that is already a client, or you're bringing somebody that you are hoping to become one of your customers. So how does entertainment work? There's two ways, either directly. So the purpose is you're actually bringing somebody in, and you can tell that it is a business setting or a business environment. You are working with that individual that you're bringing with you, or multiple individuals, and you're showing them or providing information about what you do, your services, or your business. So there's another way that's an associated. It can be an associated event. It could either be before or after a specific business event. So like if, for me, for example, I am a member of an organization in New Mexico that is called Association of Government Accountants. Now, if there is somebody there that I want to talk with and bring them, let them know about my services that I provide as a CPA in my business, then I can take that individual either before the event is taking place, I can take them to coffee, or after that business event, take them somewhere also to talk more with them. So that's one way that you can do it. You can put together a meet and greet of your current customers. So you find a location, you provide them with a meal or hors d'oeuvres, some drinks, light appetizers, maybe some music going on, either live or just in the background. And you want them all to talk amongst each other. You're also mingling with all of them, introducing them to each other, and hopefully asking them for referrals, or engaging in business conversation while you are together. I am also a fitness instructor, so another way that I could do something for my fitness business is to have what we call a fit club. So we're doing something for free for the people that we are hoping to become clients of ours. And so you find a location, that location you may need to pay for. That would be considered an entertainment expense. And you're bringing them in to show them the value that you offer. So those are the two different ways, either directly or associated. And then, another example that I actually have, my husband and I went to breakfast on our anniversary. And when we went, this location, it was a restaurant here in town, and they're usually really, really busy. So we went, they didn't have a table just for two, but they had a community table. So even though it was our anniversary, we decided, we didn't have a whole lot of time. We decided to jump in and join this group at the community table. So it was two couples one was from Texas and one was from Virginia. They both had come in on vacation, actually. And so they were together. There was a seat for two of us, and we were talking with them and, getting to know them, learning more about them. And in that process, we had no intention of doing this, but in the process, we started talking about who we were, what we did for a living. They shared what they did for a living as well. And in the process, we gave them our first name, our last name, our professions, and shared our business cards with them. Now, sharing the business card really isn't necessary, but you've given them enough information about you and who you are, or we gave them enough information about who we were and what we do, that if they wanted to look us up, if they wanted to Google us, they're going to be able to find us because it's a first name and a last name, and we have everything linked to that. So that right there, we prospected with that couple. My husband for his business because he's a realtor, and me for my business in my CPA business. So that expense for both of us on our businesses, we can deduct that as an entertainment expense. We had no intention of doing that. It was our anniversary. We were just going to enjoy the day, spend time together, circumstances as it was. It turned into a prospecting event for us and an entertainment expense. Deductible, allowable by the IRS, as long as you keep adequate records for that. So what does that mean, right? Everybody always talks about what you can and can't deduct, but then what do you need as proof? So for us, because it's under $75, we did not have to keep the receipt, but we do have to document when it happened. So a few things: when it took place, where it took place, and why. So it was our anniversary, July 7th, where, Clafouti, and why. To meet, and then you were supposed to write down who we met, so the couple's first and last name. And that's it. That's the documentation. Keep it. If you don't have to keep the receipt, you want to go ahead and then put it in a day planner if you have one, or a log that you have, and to be able to keep those records for you for your tax accountant when they ask for it. Now, they don't have to go in, just as an aside from the tax accountant's perspective. I don't need to see every single receipt, but I will ask, if you are my client, do you have evidence of your entertainment, of all the deductions that you're taking, whatever it may be? Do you have proof and written documentation of this? If you tell me yes, I do, I have it, however you have it logged, then I'm going to say, okay, then make sure you keep track of that. There will be certain things that I'll need to look at, but for the most part, I don't need every receipt. I don't need, I'm not conducting, as an accountant, what's called an audit. I don't have to look through every single receipt. So that is for you and for your documentation. But you definitely want to make sure that you keep it and have it available to you if you need it. So now, of course, I talk about what things are deductible. You can take your clients out to go play golf, a round of 18 holes, and you're going to pay for that. But if you are a member of that club that you are taking your clients to, that membership or the club fees or dues, unfortunately, is not deductible. So that portion of it is a personal expense, and you can't take that as a deduction. The same goes for anything else. If you are in the fitness industry and you have a membership to a gym, then that is also not deductible. Unfortunately, I know, it could or should be, and maybe there's other ways to use that as an expense, but not as a business expense, even if you are in the fitness industry. So I really just wanted to go through some of those. You know, we talked about entertainment expenses yesterday and sort of went through what types and different types of deductions, but then, you know, wanted to circle back and just talk more about a little more detail into what expenses are allowable or not allowable. So does anybody have any questions on anything that I've talked about so far? Do you have any specific expenses that you may have used that you're wondering if it's considered an entertainment expense? And you can, I do have tax tips. Well, I kind of give everybody a minute to type in any questions that they have. I do have tax tips available to you to be able to download. So there are additional tax tips that I have, just a quick little PDF. You can get that at bit.ly/LLA tax tips. And I actually will turn the camera around real quick because I do have it written. And so I'm going to turn the camera around so that way you can get it and just get a screen. So that is my firm name, my company name, Little Light Accounting. I am in Santa Fe, New Mexico. If you are just joining us or listening on the rebroadcast, my name is Elena Tercero. I am a CPA in New Mexico, specializing in business taxes, small business taxes. And you can get some free tax tips using that link, bit.ly/LLA tax tips. Hope that this was valuable to you. If you did find value in it, please feel free to share the link with everybody. They are available for 24 hours. After that, you can find it on catch.me/Elena Tercero. And it's katch.me. I will be back tomorrow talking about vehicle deductions and what is allowable to take if you own a business with your vehicle. And then I'll actually tie back in the entertainment expenses to your vehicle expenses and show you how some of that can be deductible as well. So thank you for joining. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you tomorrow.